Welcome back, Naruto Anime Review. This is part 10 of the show. This one, we're going over seasons 17-18. 17 is relatively the second shortest season of the whole series, being only 11 episodes. And it's currently on DVD right now. I saw it at Walmart. Simply put, at the end of the previous season, and of course start of this season, you get a chance to see, at the end of season 15, Naruto go into his tail beast form. It's kind of similar to the Sage of Six Paths, and I should point this out: when Kakashi sees Naruto in this form, he's like, "Sensei," because he thinks he's seeing Naruto's father, because the way his code is. Now, my guess is that the anime has probably thought, okay, because Naruto's father wore a coat similar to this, let's have him wear this pretty much a similar coat. Okay, fine. And so they fight for a little while, and of course he forms his own tail-based bomb, and it seemingly defeats the 10 tail beast, but turns out, yeah, he's perfectly fine. And then of course probably one of the most best scenes of the series. The Allied Shinobi Force make their grand appearance with Ino and Hanada deflecting an attack from the 10-tailed beast. And it's a pretty interesting thing. And Naruto refers to this jutsu as the Allied Shinobi Force's jutsu, because pretty much the entire 40,000 strong forces show up completely out of nowhere. Yeah. And then, of course, in the next episode, Neji gets killed, saving Naruto Hanada. And because Naruto's so devastated by seeing Neji die, it's like they have to keep fighting on. And then, of course, Hanada decides to do something very unexpected. She smacks Naruto. It's kind of like a small smack in a way, and just so I can wake up in a way. And then, of course, Naruto decided to take her hand, hold it, and of course Hanada never realized though Naruto's hand is so big. And of course he decides to give her some of the Kurama's chakra, and she's the first person to get it. And then eventually Naruto decides to form shadow clones and gives everybody a copy of the Tail Beast chakra. And while this is going on, Sasuke, along with two members of his team that he formed prior to this, and Orochimaru, go back to the Hidden Leaf Village. Now, this is the first time the Hidden Leaf Village has been seen in present day for the first time since season 11. Yeah, first time since season 11 the village has been seen. And it looks like it's mostly been reconstructed during this period of time. Though for some reason the Hokage building is blue. Yeah, I have no idea why. And why are they there? Well, first they go to the Uzumaki's shrine. Apparently it's abandoned. And they go to get some things, and they go to the Itachi, and they go to the Uchiha shrine. And of course they run to Karen while they're there. And basically Orochimaru wants to revive the first four Hokages, but he needs some sacrifices. So, because somehow White Zabuza, there's some White Zabuza in Sasuke's body, he pretty much forces out 5 of them because he needs to, and he sort of undoes the Death Reaper jutsu, which apparently gives him back. Which apparently he had to slice open his own body, and it brings back the first 4 Hokage, and he transfers himself to a new bot with the other one, and somehow his jutsu is restored. Somehow. And the first 2 Hokage are very happy to see each other, and when they see the 4th Hokage, it's like, who are you? And he turns around and shows up things like, huh, you're the 4th Hokage. And they're probably asking, like, the first Hokage is like, who's the current Hokage then? And Orochimaru is like, says to the first Hokage, your granddaughter, Princess Tsunade. And for some reason, the guy gets easily depressed. But he's like, yeah, well, that's her. I really spoiled her, didn't I? And of course, and I thought this was really funny, the fact that they had the first four Hokage there. It's nice to see them, but Sasuke has questions. For some reason, he doesn't ask the fourth Hokage any questions. Yeah, that's the strange thing. He has questions for all four of them, and yet he doesn't ask the fourth Hokage any questions. Like, why does he look like Naruto? Yeah, it's really weird. First one he questions is the third Hokage about the him knowing about the clan massacre ahead of time. Know this would happen, and all the treatment and stuff like that. He does confirm it, and then of course, is this season the following season he does this? Yeah, it's the season. So. And of course, he doesn't get much questions for the second Hokage very much, who apparently is more aggressive than his brother. For some reason, it's never explained why. And he asks him, what is a shinobi? What is a village? And pretty much, he just gives his backstory. Yeah, about the war between Nichiya and, well, the Sasu clan, I think it's called. It's a forest clan. About how the clans fought for years. And Mandra, and basically shows Mandra and the first Hokage meeting as kids, and they became close friends over time. And pretty much it details kind of like also the founding of the Lake Village, and how Mandra was the one who actually named the village, which I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And of course they also show their big epic battle in Final Valley. Which was nice, the fact they showed that. And apparently Mandra got his hands on Kurama for, I'm not sure exactly how, but he did. And somehow he decides to, okay, let's go to the battle, like, that he should not sacrifice himself, he should protect the village. And of course they go to the battlefield. And yeah, they decided to go to the battlefield with the first four Hokage, and they get there, and of course, they try to do some battling, and of course, while they're fighting, Sasuke shows up with his group. Everybody's shocked to see him, and he proclaims he wants to become Hokage. Yep. He wants to become Hokage. And Kiba's like, I want to become Hokage. And second Hokage is like, yeah, I'm happy with the fact everybody wants to be Hokage, but please, can we please get back to the war at hand? And everybody's like so shocked to see Sasuke back, like for the first time in a while. So they decided to have the big epic battle, and of course, in one particular episode, season 17 was a good season. Now to move on to season 18. This season is a little bit longer than season 17. This one's 21 episodes, give or take. And they decided to formulate a plan to try to help defeat Mandra. So basically, do something quite unusual, because the fact that Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto are students of the legendary Shani. Naruto, Jiraiya, Sasuke, Orochimaru, and Sakura, Tsunade. They decided to do a three-way summoning jutsu. Sakura summons Tsunade's slug. Sasuke summons his own giant snake, and Naruto summons Gamakachi, which is referred to, and get this, they refer to as a new three-way deadlock. Yeah. And everything is going really good in this battle, and we have lots and lots of fighting. We have, of course, Kakashi versus Obito, and somehow that we somehow have Obito become the Tenten Jirigiki. And then for some reason we decided to take a 2-episode break to do a 2-parter, for some strange reason, where you have uh, sort of a reminiscent of Frankenstein's Lab. Yeah, it's a two-parter where Naruto fights a robotic version of himself, and it's really bizarre. It's a comedy two-part. I'm like, why the heck is this even here? According to my friend Edgar, this is actually based on a light novel, which I'm like, okay, I don't get how. And of course, basically, first, it's kind of like the way this two-parter goes is that it's set before the events of season 8. Excuse me. It's set before Pain's attack because Pain is not attacked yet. Actually, it's set before Jiraiya's death. So, yeah, I'm not sure why this two-parter was even here. Heck, there's at one point in this two-parter where Naruto acts like freaking Iron Man, puts on the mech suit, like he's freaking Iron Man, flies around to fight a robotic version of the Nine-Tailed Fox, and of course it ends with, and this is of course really weird because they want Naruto so badly. So everybody's defeated in very humorous ways. Some people defeated. Yamato is sent to space for some reason. I have no idea why. Some people simply defeated or simply withdrawn. Even Gaara shows up completely out of nowhere to take on Deidara. Yeah. And of course, the mech Naruto decides to just sacrifice himself to take out the mech version of the Nine-Tailed Fox. So, yeah. So they have lots and lots of fighting. Of course, apparently because of the tail fox, they decided to have it to where the Ring of Shuchu can regenerate some people's, well, can regenerate the fourth Hokage's arm, because apparently it got blown off. Let's see. Of course, during the course season, basically Naruto convinces Obito to turn against Mandra, also freeing him from the 10 tails, and of course freeing all the 10-tailed beasts, and apparently gets copies of all their. He basically gets a portion of all. He had gotten previously a portion of all the chakra, and it's nice to see a particular scene in the season where you see all 9-tailed beasts at once. Though not in the case of Naruto's, which is still inside his body. See like the tail beast form in a way, but it's nice to see him nonetheless. And of course, Mandra, of course, had turned against Obito. He wants to absorb everybody into the Gondo statue, which apparently had reformed, and everybody gets sucked in. Killer Bee survives by having a portion of Edo part of his body. Naruto basically is on the verge of death. Yeah, he's on the verge of death. So Kurama decides to ask Gaara to take Naruto to his father to get the other half of Kurama. And for some reason, he refers to him as, I kid you not, he calls him Kazekage Brat. Gaara, the Kazekage of the Sand Village, and he calls him a brat. And of course, Sakura goes, and first he goes to get Sakura to sort of hold on to keep him alive until the other half of Kurama is inside of him. And Hinata wants to go with Naruto, but apparently because she doesn't have enough chakra, she can't go with them. And of course, the Kage right prior to this, first, the team is split into two. Sasuke team, Sasuke took the four Hokage with him, while Orochimaru and the other four decided to just help Tsunade, who apparently had been split in half. I have no idea why, how she managed to stay alive, and so the water guy decided to push her legs together so she could finish healing, and having Karen simply bite into, have Tsunade bite her so she can just heal herself. And of course she heals of the Kazekage, and that's how they all get there. And I keep thinking though, why couldn't Tsunade, seeing Hinata, if she really wants to go with Naruto, why couldn't she just ask Gaara to give her a lift? Or ask Orochimaru to give her a lift? Yeah, that's something that's really kind of bothered me about that, where Hinata really wants to be with Naruto, and yet nobody wants to help her be with Naruto. Okay, I don't really know why. That would have been interesting to see. Um, like, like they're flying away, and everybody's out of chakra, and it's like, and what they should have happened is that Tsunade should have asked Orochimaru. Apparently, he still has plenty of his chakra in him. Ask him, or at least one of his associates, to give her a lift to go with Naruto. But nope, that has never happened. That's how I would do it, but who knows? Of course, also we also get a chance in this season the Divine Tree. It's this gigantic tree that Obito basically managed to summon with the tail beast form, which apparently gets destroyed, and only the roots survive. Excuse me. But yeah, basically Naruto's on the verge of death, and the only way to keep him alive, well, Sakura, being the medical ninja she is, she decided to keep him alive first by opening up his jacket, lifting up his shirt, cutting into his side, and having her hand on his heart, and giving him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation to keep him alive until they can take him until Mento decides to put the other half of Kurama inside of him. But yeah, end of the course season, it ends right there. The next season is the flashback to the Chunin exams. Yep. And of course, Sakura is doing this the whole time while they're flying over. But all in all, season 18 was a pretty good season nonetheless. I know I'm kind of cutting these little things a little short. It's just that at times I just run out of things to talk about when it comes to these seasons. There's a lot more to talk about when it comes to seasons 19 and 20. Yeah. Not much else to say when it comes to season 18. At this point, basically, the whole 4th Great Ninja War story is put on hold for another season because they want to do a flashback to the Chunin exams. So, yeah, we have to wait until the start of season 20 to finally resolve this little cliffhanger. For the second time this has happened. It's like, okay, you're watching this good epic story, and it ends with this big epic cliffhanger. Naruto clinging on to life barely, while Sakura trying to hold on to him, while Sakura is trying to keep him alive. And we decided to have a flashback to the Chunin exams. No idea why the creators of the show thought this was a good idea. Instead of, continuing the story. Nope. Let's just have a flashback to explain how the heck the other characters got their promotions. Yep, that's the only complaint I have. So, yeah, I'm trying to think though. Was there anything else I need to talk about when it comes to season 18? Oh, there's this one scene when I had to mention this. When the 4 Hokage show up and Naruto's father is like, Mento is like, "Are we late?" And Naruto's like, "Nope, Dad, you're right on time." And when you see Sakura, he's like, "Is she your girlfriend?" He's like, "Kind of." And of course she smacks him while she's trying to heal him. Which, typical Sakura basically beats up Naruto for being an idiot. And he's like, okay, yeah, she reminds me of my late wife. It's just like, he's thinking in his mind, he's like, yeah, she kind of reminds me of my late wife. I thought that was kind of funny, to say the least. But, I'm trying to think there was anything else. Oh yeah, it's also revealed that prior to the attack that apparently we finally figured out Shikamaru's dream. Because Naruto wants to be Hokage, Shikamaru wants to be Naruto's advisor, and Shino was like, Kiba's like, okay, can I be advisor? And Shino was like, that's Kiba saying that. And Shino says, Hokage can have as much as 3 advisors. So, maybe he can become one of the advisors? I don't know. It just all depends exactly what they want to do with it. But it's a funny little scene. Excuse me. Nonetheless, but I really do like it that one episode we get a chance to see what Shikamaru, we never get a chance to know exactly what his desire is, but because of Naruto wanting to be Hokage, Shikamaru was like, I think I want to be his advisor, because, well, Shikamaru is a genius, and of course it's shown in the Boruto movie that he is in fact Naruto's advisor. But yeah, I'm trying to think, is there anything else to talk about when it comes to season 18? No. there's nothing really much else to talk about. But in the next video, next video will be much longer because I'm going to be talking about season 19. Pretty short season. And of course, the longest running of the season of the series, season 20, in the next video. Okay? So, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for the next one, like I said, for seasons 19 and 20. Okay? Until then, I will see you there.